Alright, today I got another common problem with the Ford F-150s. I would say 2011 on, they started going to these different switch packs in the steering wheel right here, and ever since 2011, I would say up until 2013, I've been seeing these still. They fail all the time, and the way they fail is they fail intermittently, or they fail altogether where you're trying to use a function on it, down, left, right, volume, and it just doesn't work, doesn't respond. You're pressing on it like crazy and nothing's responding, and they fail intermittently. But the good thing is they're available separately from the whole steering wheel. A lot of the Ford vehicles, the steering wheel, the controls, the bezels, it's all one piece. So today we're going to be showing you how to change these out. They are available separately from each other. Also, it's not part of like a wire harness and all that. They just plug right in. So the first thing we need to do though is get this airbag out of the way. And on the high series steering wheels and clusters set up, we need to get these hard trim panels off and out of the way in order to get to the switch packs. Whereas the low series steering wheels, once you get this off, you kind of get behind there and you pry these things right out of there. They just kind of push in. So in order to get this airbag out, all you need is a 3mm Allen wrench, something like this, and there's a hole here, here, and underneath here on the back side. And I'll show you up close on the camera how it looks and where they're at, and then I'll put you back over here so you can see it as it pops off of here once I release each one of them from the back side. The first thing you need to do though is be safe about it and turn your key off, and then disconnect your battery for at least 10 minutes, and that'll fully depower the restraint system in here, so there's no power left in the actual restraint control module to potentially blow off the airbag, and that way we're fully safe here. And here I'll show the locations of those holes you stick that Allen wrench in. One's right here next to this multi-function stalk there, and then there's one underneath here right there. And then there's one over here by the lock cylinder there. Alright, so I'll show you here in real time how this works. What I do is the bottom one, the right one, and the left one. That seems to be the easiest as far as popping them. If you pop the two in the side and then you're trying to release this clip down here, you're just going to be fighting it and be cursing and everything else. So you just take it and you just put it into the slot as straight as possible, and you'll feel something in there, and you just push on it and you'll see this thing pop out, and it's releasing because these are made for the assembly line. The newer vehicles, I'd say it's from 05 on, any Ford vehicle, they have these little clips, and they can grab the airbag, plug in the connectors, and they can just jam it in there and it goes down the line instead of bolting it in. So you just stick it in there. Gotta find the hole first. You'll see it popped like that. And then you gotta find this one. Same thing. You may have to fidget with them a little bit. I remember when these first came out in the Crown Vics, it was the biggest pain in the freaking butt. These ones, they kind of guide you, and it's a little bit easier. You saw that one pop. And then this side, kind of get it in there, fidget around a little bit. There we go. And then once all the three spots are released on there, you can pull your Allen wrench out, and you don't need that anymore. Once it's out, all you have to do is release a few different clips on here, and I'll bring you in close for that. Alright, on the back side here, there's two connectors for the dual stage airbag, and there's little tabs right here. You just press them in, both of them, and then you can lift it right off. Same thing with this. And then same thing down here, there's a little tang right here. Just press that in, and this horn connection comes off, and you can get rid of this airbag out of here. And then your airbag should fall right out just like that. You always want to face them up like this in the ground outside the vehicle. You don't want them like this because it explodes out this way and it can go right through the roof. So you want it to go this way, and it'll put the force in the ground if there is an accidental. explosion. Now what I found works best on this is to get behind there and start prying it out with your cat claw, like I said. You know, start getting it out a little bit, right? But it's gonna start to bind in there, okay? But we need to get it out just a little bit like this. And then you're gonna take your same cat claw or flat blade, coming from this side, you'll see a gap on the side there. We're gonna stick it all the way through like that, and then we're just gonna pull. This way we're putting all our pressure only on the switch pack we're changing. And you can see it'll come out nice and easy then. Just need to get it out. There we go. And you can see the little nubs on there. Make sure there's no debris left in there. And then your new one just simply pushes into place. Line it up in there a little bit. And it's going to be a tight fit. But these things seem to be pretty robust too though, so put a little bit of force into them. Make sure they're fully seated. And then we'll reconnect our connector until it clicks. Get your airbag. Come over here. The terminals on the back side here, black and gray, are color coded, so they'll match the connectors. Plus the harness has a memory to them. Get those two in, and don't forget your little horn connection. Those are all connected. Make sure your harness lays good in there, nice and straight, out of the way of all the prongs. Kind of get lined up like that. Looks like it's right? And then you just press on it and they'll all snap and try to even pressure. And the way you know it's in there correctly is you'll see, of course, being even all the way around, but you'll see it spring in, you know, and spring back out like normal for the horn function. And that's all there is to it. It really isn't that complicated. I know it looks bad. You get the airbag and trim panels. You don't know where to start. But as long as you follow along in this video, I'll walk you right on through it. And that's the whole point of this channel, is to walk you guys through these repairs with as much detail as possible without being boring.